Thailand has officially hit the red line and the crackdown has begun. Immigration isn't whispering anymore, they're swinging hard. In just 48 hours, Pattaya saw 22 Indian nationals detained in two separate raids, one on a secret safe house packed with overstayers, the other inside a condo filled with laptops, 22 phones, and a whole online gambling network moving 2 million baht. Let's be real for a second. Let's have an unfiltered talk about what Thailand and Pattaya looks like right now. If you scroll through the comments on any recent travel vlog, the sentiment is unanimous. It's brutal. One comment from a guy named Dave sums it up. I'm in Pattaya right now and can't believe the amount of Indians and Indian businesses everywhere. It's sad to see such a decline. For decades, Pattaya was the playground of the West. You had the Brits, the Aussies, the Americans, the Scandinavians. It was a melting pot of retirees and partygoers. Sure, it was seedy, sure, it was wild, but there was an ecosystem. Fast forward to 2024 and 2025. Indian arrivals have surged by 340% since 2019. 340%. That is not an uptick. That is a tsunami. And look, I'm not here to bash a nationality that's lazy, but I am here to tell you what the people on the ground are seeing. They are seeing a fundamental change in the DNA of the city. Walking Street used to be a mix of everything. Now, one commenter put it perfectly, it looks more like a walking street in Mumbai. You have clubs blasting music that caters to one specific demographic. You have restaurants that only serve one type of cuisine. But it's not just about the food or the music, it's about behavior. You know the meme, we've all seen it. The one bottle of Chang beer from 7-Eleven and 5 straws. It sounds like a joke, right? A stereotype until you talk to the bar managers. I saw a comment from a guy who ran a bar on Soy 6. He said it straight. Often they come in and buy 1 or 2 beers to share in their group, often 3 to 6 men moving around together, calling me and asking which girl would go with them for cheap. This is the cheap Charlie economy, and it is driving the local businesses and the old school expats absolutely insane. But here is where the story turns from cultural annoyance to criminal enterprise. While the tourists are complaining about noise and smells, the Thai police have been watching something much darker. The police get a tip-off. There's a house on Soy Sukhumvit Pattaya 57. From the outside, it looks normal, maybe a bit quiet. But inside, they raid the place. And what do they find? 17 Indian men. 17 people living in one house. This isn't an Airbnb party. This is a barracks. The police start checking papers. 2 of them have valid tourist visas. Okay, fine. But the other 15? Overstayers, and not just I missed my flight by a day, overstayers. We are talking about people who've gone off the grid, but it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. They raid a condominium nearby, 5 more Indian nationals arrested, and look at what they seized. This wasn't luggage and souvenirs. They found 22 mobile phones, 3 laptops, 1 tablet, stacks of credit cards and account books. You don't need 22 phones to call your mom back in Delhi. The police investigation linked this equipment to online gambling credit top-ups targeting India. Think about that. These guys aren't here to enjoy the beach. They aren't here to see the sanctuary of truth. They are setting up offshore criminal hubs in the middle of a tourist city. They are using Thailand as a base of operations to scam people back home and launder money. In the house on Soy Sukhumvit 57, the police stated it acted as a holding area for illegal workers, a staging ground. This is organized, this is sophisticated, and for a long time it flew under the radar because everyone was too busy arguing about who was walking on the wrong side of the road. Let's pivot to something that might have happened to you. You're walking down Sukhumvit Road, maybe near Nana or Asoki in Bangkok or near Central Festival in Pattaya. A guy approaches you. He's friendly, friendly, too friendly. He comments on your appearance. Maybe he says, you look successful, or more likely, he points at your stomach. My friend, you have a health problem. I can see it. It's the oldest trick in the book, but is back with a vengeance, the herbal scam. Comments are flooding in about this. One user wrote, weight loss and gray hair scam run by Indians along Sukhumvit. They say herbs fix problems, take you to a herb shop, charge you 8,000 baht, and skim your credit cards. Another user replied, I was confronted at Pattaya Central Festival with this scam. It's aggressive, it's predatory. They corner you, they invade your personal space. And if you're polite, if you're that nice tourist who doesn't want to be rude, you're the victim. These raids didn't just find gambling rings, they exposed networks of these street scammers. Indian and Nepalese networks working together, and it's not just the herbs, it's the fake products, the aggressive touting, the blocking of sidewalks. One comment really stuck with me. I'm Thai. This is real for this year. Impossible to walk on the seaside because of the foul smells. Impossible to walk on the sidewalk. When the locals, the people who actually live there, the people whose tax money paves those roads, are saying they can't walk on their own seaside, you have a crisis. Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the elephant in the middle of the road, the walking. Why? Just why? If there is one universal complaint that unites every other nationality in Pattaya, including the Thais, it's the refusal to use the sidewalk. A user named John Spartan wrote, they are also in Bangkok. You are not sure if you are in Pakistan or India, but it's the traffic behavior that causes actual violence. There have been reports confirmed by locals of pedestrians being slapped. Yes, slapped. Why? Because they are walking 4, 5, 6 abreast in the middle of a busy road, blocking traffic, refusing to move. One commenter, Peko, a Thai national, asked simply, this is a question in my heart as a Thai person. India walk on the road? It seems petty, right? Complaining about walking, but it represents something bigger. It represents a total lack of situational awareness, a lack of respect for the local rules. In Thailand, you don't cause a scene, you don't block the way, you flow like water. But when you have groups of men holding hands, which, by the way, many commenters pointed out, is a cultural norm for friendship in India, but looks bizarre to Westerners in a nightlife context, blocking the entire street, it creates friction, and that friction is sparking fires. One user said locals now call them smelly and cheap. That hurts to hear. But it's the reality of the street sentiment. The smell complaint is so pervasive in the comment section that it's impossible to ignore. It's mentioned in almost every third comment. Is it racism, or is it a hygiene standard difference in a tropical climate? One bar manager, Trader Miggs, wrote a long, detailed account. He said, their smell off-putting and disturbing. This isn't coming just from me. This is also the account of dozens of bar girl and even other Indian men. He notes that high-class educated Indian tourists hate this too. They hate that the cheap Charlies are ruining the reputation of their entire country. And that's a crucial point. We aren't talking about all Indians. We're talking about a specific demographic that has flooded Pattaya because of cheap flights and easy visas. The guy who spends 100,000 baht on a wedding at the Hilton isn't the guy peeing on the beach at 3 a.m. But unfortunately, the guy peeing on the beach is the one everyone notices. So why is the crackdown happening now? Because the Thai government has done the math, and the math looks bad. Sure, Indian arrivals are up 340%. The numbers look great on a spreadsheet. Look, tourism is recovering, But look closer. Western tourist arrivals have fallen, not just a little bit. We are seeing a 15% drop in core markets. Where are they going? They are going to Vietnam, they are going to the Philippines, they are going to Cambodia. Why? Because, as one commenter put it, for India, Thailand is like Disney in Florida. But for a Westerner looking for a tropical paradise, being surrounded by thousands of men staring at your girlfriend isn't exactly the vibe. The world is changing. The East is rising. But here is the economic reality. The quality tourist, the one who stays for 2 weeks, rents a villa, eats at high-end restaurants, and tips well, is being driven out by the quantity tourist who shares one beer with 5 friends and haggles over a 10 baht water bottle. The Thai authorities have stated explicitly, we are shifting toward a quality over quantity tourism model. That is diplomatic speak for, we want the rich ones, we don't want the broke ones. And they are backing it up with action. Thai immigration has refused entry to 2,900 people since January 2025. That is a staggering number of rejections. They are tightening visa-run controls. They are interrogating travelers even if they have valid visas. Just because you have the sticker in your passport doesn't mean you're getting in. If you can't prove you have funds, if you look like you're here to work illegally, you are on the next plane back to Mumbai or Kolkata. Let's talk about the casualties of this shift. The comment section is filled with farewell letters. Ding Dong Ching Chong, wild username I know, wrote, "Thanks for this video. I'm not visiting Thailand anymore." Klaus Schumacher from Germany said, "I know Pattaya from 1980. Today I wouldn't go there again because it's overcrowded and no more Thai flair." Fabrizio said, "It's Canada. Same exact problem. They are coming in by tens of thousands." This is the global context. People are seeing parallels between what is happening in Brampton, Ontario, or London, England, and what is happening in Pattaya. It's the feeling of displacement. One user, the Canuckian, said same thing is happening in Ontario, Canada. It's truly disgraceful. When people feel like their escape destination has turned into the exact same stress they are trying to escape from at home, they stop coming. And the Thai government knows this. They know that if they lose the Western market, they lose a massive chunk of sustained high-yield revenue. Street vendors might make a few bucks selling cheap food to budget tourists, but the luxury hotels, the golf courses, the high-end malls, they are struggling. It is important to remember that we are painting with a broad brush here, but the crackdown isn't targeting the nice family from Mumbai or the tech CEO from Bangalore. The crackdown is targeting the 17 guys in a room with 22 phones running a gambling ring. It's targeting the guys harassing women on Beach Road. It's targeting the scammers. The problem is, when the bad apples are so visible and so numerous, the innocent tourists get caught in the crossfire of public opinion. So what happens next? The charges filed against the men in the Sukhumvit raid were under the Foreign Employment Act, but police say more charges are coming. This is a warning shot. Permanent entry bans are now being applied to anyone previously deported. If you get kicked out, you are not coming back. No new passport, no new name. Biometrics don't lie. The authorities have said illegal workers and visa abusers will be removed quickly. They aren't letting these cases drag on for years in the courts. It's catch, process, deport. And for the first time in a long time, the police are actively patrolling the zones, Beach Road, Walking Street. They are checking IDs. They are checking phones. If you are a legitimate tourist, this might feel annoying. But if you are a local expat or a Thai business owner, this feels like salvation. Motivation Echoes wrote, "It is important to continue and even step up the cracking down. Thailand will regain its position as a tourist destination of choice." That is the hope, that by pruning the weeds, the garden will grow back. But is it too late? Sansam Ka wrote, "Same tactics, different country, all part of the Indian colonization." LPBL wrote, Thailand is finished along with UK, Canada, Australia. The pessimism is deep. Many believe the demographic shift is irreversible. India has 1.4 billion people. Thailand is a short flight away. The floodgates are open and 22 arrests, or even 2,200 arrests, might just be a drop in the ocean. We are witnessing a country having an identity crisis in real time. Thailand is famous for its hospitality, the land of smiles. They want to welcome everyone. They want the money, but they are realizing that money comes with a cost. When your beaches are overcrowded, when your sidewalks are blocked, when your long-term guests are selling their condos and moving to Da Nang or Sihanoukville, you have to make a choice. Do you chase the easy numbers, or do you fight for the soul of your destination? The 17 men in that house on Sukhumvit 57 thought they could game the system. They thought Thailand was a soft target, a place where you could bribe your way out of trouble and run your scams in peace. They were wrong. The 5 guys in the condo with the gambling ring, they were wrong. The crackdown is real. The patience of the Thai people and the Thai government has run out. As one commenter, Foles Guard, beautifully put it, Thailand is the best country, and if you come with respect, you are a tourist. These are the conditions I can and must follow as a foreigner. Respect, that's the key word. If you bring respect, you are welcome. If you bring scams, arrogance, and crime, you're going home in handcuffs. This situation is evolving every single day. The raids are continuing, the demographics are shifting, and the debate is getting hotter. I want to know where you stand on this. Is this crackdown necessary to save Thailand's tourism industry, or is it an unfair reaction to a new wave of travelers just trying to see the world? And for those of you who have been to Pattaya recently, is it really as bad as the comments say, or is the internet just being the internet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.